Are you looking for the best cheap monitors? In this video we will look at some of the best cheap monitors. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. HP 24mH 23.8-inch display. The HP 24mH brings more to the table than most sub-$200 business monitors, adding a DisplayPort connector in addition to the usual HDMI and VGA ports found on similar machines. And while most budget monitors offer tilt adjustment, the 24mH adds both height and pivot control. In other ways, the 24mH is more familiar, especially its 1080p IPS panel. But it makes up for this modest resolution with impressive sRGB coverage and a contrast ratio well above its rating. It has a pair of built-in 2-watt speakers too, not exactly high fidelity, but many budget monitors don't include speakers at all. The HP 24mH is for cash-strapped individuals looking for a monitor that is a good value and will fit on a small desk. It's a good option for households, home offices, and dorms. Its sRGB color coverage is great, so it's good for photo viewing or basic editing, and it's fine for casual viewing of movies or video clips. Users who can afford one should opt for a more full-featured monitor, but the HP 24mH offers more than you'd typically get for its bargain basement price. Aspect ratio 16:9. Screen technology. IPS. Rated screen luminance 250 nits. Rated contrast ratio 1000:1. Pixel refresh rate 75 Hz. Adaptive sync NA. Video inputs HDMI, VGA, DisplayPort. USB ports, excluding upstream 0. Visa display HDR level NA. Number 2. Philips 221V8LB. The Philips 221V8LB has a small screen, 21.5 inches, but it represents an enormous value at $69.99. Like many of its budget brethren, it has a modest 1080p resolution, limited ergonomic adjustability, a meager port selection, and control buttons instead of the mini joystick we prefer. But its image quality beats many slightly more expensive screens we've seen, thanks to full sRGB color coverage and an astoundingly high contrast ratio, and it costs less than most of its competitors even when they're on sale. The 221V8LB's vertical alignment (VA) panel with 100 Hz refresh rate and AMD FreeSync compatibility puts it in good stead for casual gaming, too. The 221V8LB is an insanely low-priced display that is equally useful for home office and entertainment purposes. Plus, if you're short on room, this petite panel can fit in some very tight spaces. Aspect ratio 16:9. Screen technology. VA. Rated screen luminance 250 nits. Rated contrast ratio 3000:1. Pixel refresh rate 100 Hz. Adaptive sync yes. Video inputs HDMI, VGA. USB ports, excluding upstream 0. Visa display HDR level NA. Dimensions, HWD 14.5 by 19.4 by 8.7 inches. Number 3. Acer SB220Q. The Acer SB220Q, a compact, general-purpose monitor, is cheap. E-tailers usually sell it for less than $100, but it isn't shoddy. While it has a typical feature range of a budget monitor, this 21.5-inch 1080p IPS panel is amazingly thin, with very good color accuracy in the sRGB space. The SB220 is a good choice as a second monitor if you are space-strapped, and it is reasonably portable. Its 3-year warranty is surprisingly long for a monitor at its price. Tiny, with a hyper-thin screen, the Acer SB220Q is a good choice for a second monitor. Features are basic, even for a budget monitor, but its image quality is a plus. It's fine for occasional portable use, small enough to fit in a tight space like a dormitory or shoebox apartment as a primary monitor, and the price is hard to beat. Screen technology. IPS. Rated screen luminance 250 nits. Rated contrast ratio 1000:1. Pixel refresh rate 75 Hz. Adaptive sync. AMD FreeSync. Video inputs. HDMI, VGA. USB ports, excluding upstream. 0. Visa display HDR level. NA. Dimensions, HWD. 15.1 by 19.6 by 8.3 inches. Weight 5.5 pounds. Height adjustable stand? Tilting stand? Number 4. ViewSonic Omni V2728J-2K. The ViewSonic Omni V2728J-2K stands out in the mostly bleak sub-$200 gaming monitor landscape. This QHD 2560 by 1440 pixel display sports up to a 180 Hz refresh rate, a rated 0.5 milliseconds response time, and AMD FreeSync premium technology to eliminate screen tearing and stuttering. Sure, it's missing the accoutrements that define premium gaming monitors, but it's an excellent performer that pairs well with both budget and mainstream PC builds in gaming consoles. Overall, the Omni V2728J-2K is the little monitor that could, offering high enough refresh rates, low input lag, and a quality color profile. Hardcore gamers might feel that the 180 Hz cap is too low, but the ViewSonic Omni V2728J-2K is a bargain buy, after all. Counter-Strike 2, Overwatch 2, and other first-person shooters benefit from the small boost in refresh rate, and the QHD resolution keeps visual quality high. This monitor might be on the cheaper side, but it pairs well with games that benefit from higher performance over richer visuals. Screen technology. IPS. Rated screen luminance 250 nits. Rated contrast ratio 1000:1. Pixel refresh rate 180 Hz. Adaptive sync. AMD FreeSync Premium. Video inputs. DisplayPort, HDMI. USB ports, excluding upstream. 0. Visa display HDR level. HDR10. Dimensions, HWD. 22.36 by 24.2 by 8.1 inches. Weight 10.7 pounds. Height adjustable stand? Number 5. Samsung 24-inch CF396 curved LED monitor. A 24-inch size is small for a curved monitor, but that compact panel size keeps the price of Samsung's CF396 curved LED monitor down. It's limited to Full HD, 1080p resolution and doesn't have a slew of ports, but it's bright for a budget monitor and has excellent sRGB color coverage. Its gently curved screen and mini joystick controller are uncommon among panels of its price. The CF396 is a good fit for users looking for a bright, versatile monitor at an affordable price. This Samsung screen would be at home in a home office, a study, a living room, or a game room. It provides some convenience features usually limited to costlier displays and is a good choice for video viewing and light photo editing as well as general office work. Aspect ratio 16:9. Screen technology. VA. Rated screen luminance 250 nits. Rated contrast ratio 3000:1. Pixel refresh rate 60 Hz. Adaptive sync. AMD FreeSync. Video inputs. HDMI, VGA. USB ports, excluding upstream. 0. Visa display HDR level. NA. Dimensions, HWD. 16.7 by 21.6 by 8.6 inches. Weight 6.8 pounds.